Welcome back to my channel, guys. So we are finally doing my Erin Condren vertical planners video. I'm super excited for this, and sorry if it sounds like I'm going like further away from the camera and closer and stuff, because I'm just quickly grabbing my previous planners just to compare, because this is going to be very in-depth. Sorry, should have done this before I got started, but whatever. I will also apologise for my voice. I'm on the brink of like losing it. I hope I don't, because I do have to work tomorrow, so bear with me as I do this video. Like, to me, I'm like, oh okay, so I sound, and then I go like really high pitched and it squeaks and I'm like, I'm sorry. Let's get into the beautiful, let's do the initial unboxing and then I'll go like in depth into all the planners. So let's open this baby up. So we have this beautiful thing, which I've got my invoice there. This was all like crinkled up, but to be honest, this would have gotten opened at my US address, and I'm surprised like the sticker's still intact and everything. I'm surprised they left all of this stuff in there. But it was a bit, and plus after the rigmarole it took to get it here, I'm just excited it's here. Again, I'm super sorry about my voice, and you can see I've kind of messed with it a little bit, but this is pretty much the way it was when I opened the box. Is this stuff here, this stuff here. So the initial stuff, I'll just quickly show you everything I purchased. Oh my god, my voice, I'm so sorry. But I feel like this has been left long enough, so we'll just have to deal with my weird voice. This was your gift with purchase, which I think was more of a launch day thing than like a new planner thing, because they're still doing this, whereas this I feel like only was like a limited time, whereas this is stock. So this is really cool, and I'll be using this for my May notes rewind, because that's obviously the month I got my new EC. They've got all this really cool stuff. I just love it. I find it so funny how everybody got these, and I'm like, I don't really use them, I don't know what I'm doing with them, and I'm like so excited to use these stickers. It's gonna look so cool, so keep an eye out for that video. And then you do get the gift with purchase, the turquoise notebook, which is super nice. I don't think there's like gonna be any issues there. I feel like these were all done and dusted before the day. So this is the classic lined notebook, and they have these in 10 different colours, and I really want to get some other colours. Like, I could almost get every other colour. This is probably like my least favourite colour out of all the colours, so that's funny. But once you open it up, you've got the foil on the inside with like that pattern, and it says the best way to get things done is to begin, and then at the end it says, oh, usually it's got like some sort of ending quote. You get like a 10% off, but you get 20% off with the planner, so I won't really use that. That's a generic code, so feel free to use that. It's Save 10 notebook, if you're ordering your planner for the first time. And it's just like a classic lined notebook. So that is that. It does feel really nice. People have been comparing it to NARS packaging, but to me it's softer. Like, I wouldn't call this NARS packaging. But then again, I just think it's funny how everybody has just used that as a comparison. But like, at the same time that yes, I feel like NARS packaging isn't this soft. Like, it still feels like plastic, whereas this feels like really nice and smooth. So that's that. And then here I have my 18-month, oh, it feels heavier, I have my 18-month colourful vertical, so that's that. We'll go in depth into everything later. My 18-month neutral vertical, and my hardbound vertical life planner. Okay, so I feel as though I'm really interested to see the hardbound one. So I say let's just get into it. Again, sorry for my voice. I hear it and I'm like, oh, that must be terrible. Anyways, so it is, I think they default come as 2017, 2018. and you have to pay a lot of attention when ordering these. When I started watching videos after I'd placed my order, I realised this probably wouldn't have been the one I would have ordered, and I'm still going to order the other one. But I really don't want to get rid of this one. It is gorgeous, the pink and the rose gold foiling, which is like pretty perfect if I do say so myself. And I do like that you've got the neutral blossom. The only thing I don't like is that this is colourful, but then again, maybe I can learn to live with it. I don't know. But I do want to get the black and gold neutral all the way through. I feel like I would like that way better, but I also really like the way this one looks on the outside. But yeah, to start off, you've got your spine, which has 2017, 2018 on it. So if you were to do this over a few years, you got them all kind of there, and you can see which year they are, which you can't even really see. And then you've got this, and on the inside she's got, my motto has always been, let's get it done so we can have some fun. And it has truly been the driving force behind developing my line of basically talks about how she was featured on the Today Show. I can't talk, otherwise it's going to take too much of my voice. So basically with every single one of these are the like bigger size. This is not the size of a life planner, by the way. This is the size of a life planner. So it's a bit bigger. It's the size of their larger, so like their teacher planners and their larger notebooks and things. So yeah, the vertical comes in that size. If you get the smaller size, which is slightly smaller I believe than a life planner, it is horizontal, so pay attention to that. And it's different themes for different colours and foils. So yes. But to open up, you have a quote page that says do all that you can and all that you thought you could do. A little progress each day up to big results. And then you've got your 18 months at a glance. Sorry, it's not fully in frame. I kind of did the frame for the small planners, and this is a bit bigger. And you've got your 12 squares, which this is alright in the life planner because I feel like everybody gets different sizes, but you get 18 months in here as a default. So this is a bit, I don't know. And then it goes straight into July. You've got that pretty, and it's really pretty how the colours just kind of in the middle. And I do like this setup. I don't know, it just looks really nice, and you've got this colour there. It does look nice. So this is pretty much the same the whole way through. You don't have tabs, you don't have notes pages. In between the months or anything like that, it just rolls over, which I think some people will prefer. And you've got random quotes somewhere. The best way to get things done is to begin. So this is very much, it's all done for you. You just need to write your plans in. Be so good they can't ignore you. I'm trying to go to where it rolls over. So it just goes straight into that monthly view and straight into there. And that all the way through. And then you do have some lined notes pages, some more lined notes, some dot grid, and then some blank, I believe. Where are we at? Yeah, some blank, so no colouring pages in here. And then you've got your planning the next year pages, or in the coming year pages. So yes. And then your best accomplishment isn't that you finished it, it's that you had the courage to start. So yes, this is so pretty and so beautiful, and the quality of mine is really, really nice. So I don't know how I'm going to give this up, even though I want to order the black and gold neutral one. Maybe I'll just have to keep both and not use either of them. My god, I know, stupid, but what I want to do. Okay, so now let's go a bit more in depth into the kind of original Erin Condren life planners. I'm a vertical girl. I'm not a big fan of the horizontal. I will get every single version of vertical they've got, but I don't really worry about the horizontal because I can't find a way to use it. And I know some people really like it, but I know the majority of us are still vertical users. So you've got your ruler on the side with your protective film, which I feel like everybody mentions it now because for so long people were like, my ruler's like shedding or something, and it's like you have to remove the film. But it's got the painted petals design. I have about 10 of these, I'm not even kidding. I've only been doing life planners for like 2 years. But in my, I don't know why I didn't get the rose gold coil. I actually have a feeling this won't be my final planner for, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't get rose gold. I got platinum. That wasn't their mistake, that was mine. And I always get some sort of colourful planner on this one, colourful cover on this planner. And I just got Koya Rose. And then inside you have your dashboard, which I like using these for pre-planning when they're not on the cover that's on my planner, if that makes any sense. It sounds like I'm struggling to talk. I'm talking normally, just coming out like that. And then you've got your plan for it pouch, which used to be your keep it together. No, it's not. It used to come coiled into the planner, and they have now stopped doing that because I feel like a lot of people cut it out and it was just bulking up the planner, which is something I feel like they did. Like they just knew to do that, so good on you, Erin Condren. And I like using this for like makeup-y stuff out of my planner. I don't really use it for my planner. And inside you get a bunch of stuff. So you get a coil clip. So if you want to coil clip it into your planner, you can go straight ahead and do that. And then you get some compliment cards. Which I literally have every single one of these I've ever gotten from Erin Condren. I'm not even kidding. I have a massive collection of them. You've got your Hello Friend, which is your 20% coupons. So you're supposed to give one to a friend, but you can use it in yourself. They don't stop you from doing that. I just use them so if there's somebody who wants her or someone's like comes to like friends or family. I normally have plenty of these, but then I also use them when I place my order as well. She's gone back to these like happy birthday and enjoy labels. You used to get like 20 or 30 or so of these in the back of your planner, but she's took them away and she's kind of brought them back. And then she gives you the card which tells you everything, and up until I think maybe like 2 weeks ago I had all of these as well from all of my planners, but I think I just threw them out recently. So onto the life planner. So you have your vellum sheet, which gorgeous, and it is really pretty, and you've got your painted petals, and then you've got your cover sheet, and then it says do all that you can and all that you thought you could, a little progress. Oh, this is the same quote. And then you've got your painted petals around here, and it kind of goes from like a faded out to like really colourful. And the paper is quite a bit thicker, but my concern was that it doesn't feel as smooth. This is gonna sound silly because I'm sure to most people it feels smooth, but I feel like when you have thin paper, like it can be pretty smooth, but when you get it like this, it feels like granule, or like it feels like recycled, if that makes any sense. So it'll be interesting to see, and it'll be interesting to see how stickers stick and peel up on this paper. And then you've got this same page with all of your 12 boxes, your new monthly notes page. So you've got this like bar across the top, which is going to make it really hard to, because it goes from one end all the way through to the coil, so that's really inconvenient. Even like her stickers won't cover that. I'm not really lining that up very well. Even her stickers won't cover that properly. And then you've got these headers, and then some white, and then you've got like an empty box of like a quote or whatever. We'll see. I'll get creative with that eventually. And then you've got your monthly view, which looks quite similar to the monthly in the hardbound. If I can find one, there's no tab, so it's a little bit how you've kind of got this blocked off, and this is a strip in itself. I feel like that's not how it was in the last colourful. Let me have a little look. Yeah, this had the colour to it as well, so there was less division, and this just looks really much more minimalistic. Then you've got your flag here, which it said goals and to-dos before. And then you've got the actual format of it is all the same. She still puts the holidays. And then obviously this has like the watercolour and the new font that the neutral had. And then this is your weekly. I'll go to like one full July week. Let's have a little look. So this is your week. You've got the painted petals along the sides compared to the watercolour. So she's changed the colour a little bit as well, but compared to the watercolour, this is a lot easier to work with as far as kits. I feel like if you can see the watercolour, it kind of fades in behind everything and doesn't look that good. Whereas this stays off to the side. But again, I'm a neutral girl. I prefer not to match my colours. I don't mind in my rewinds because I don't look at them for like a whole week before I switch over. I just kind of do them and then I move on. So that's that. They kept this. This should be the same, I think. Sorry, let me have another little look. Yep, that's all the same as far as font and the way they've got it set up. This is a little bit different, this sidebar section here. You normally have the blocked thankful thought, which I didn't really like that it was like that in this, but that's fine. And then they've taken away this flag, so they've taken away more of the colour, which is just really nice. And it makes it easier to put stickers down because you don't have to fully cover everything. And they've got this there, which is nice and minimalistic, even though it is in the colourful. And I flipped through my neutral and double checked everything, but I'm sure this is fine. If not, I will work it out. I'll come across it later and message EC, and I'm sure I'll have no issues getting it replaced or getting credit to the store, because they as they do have great customer service. Some people think, well, you should just have better quality control, but I like that they can fix a problem if it didn't get controlled, if that makes any sense. They could be a company that just goes, well, we make a lot of planners, sorry. Just flipping through the colours. And then at the end you come to your notes pages, which you've only got a couple of lined notes pages. And then you've got, which, let me have a look. I've taken them out of this planner, that's pretty useless. And then you've got dot grid, and then you have your colouring pages, which I'm sure I probably won't use. There's a small chance I might, but probably won't. Your in the coming year, which I think is pretty similar. And then you've got this, and then you have your new stickers, which I do not, again, I don't think I have in this particular, let me see, and maybe, yeah, I've got it in this planner. So at the same time that this is all great and I really like this and I will use these, I'm a little bit bummed because I loved, not so much the ones with writing, but I loved getting these blank ones because I use these every month in my monthly planner for planning out videos and stuff. I just really like them. So that is those. These are really gorgeous though, and I'm sure I will use them, but I'm bummed they stopped doing those original ones because in order to get custom colours or get different colours, you have to pay on the website. So it was nice to just get them with every planner I got. And everyone says, oh, well, these are the same as last year's. They're not. They will work similarly, but they're not the same. They're not the same. And then you've got your Keep It Together pouch, which is like, it feels really nice. It feels a lot nicer. Just smoother. I don't know. I don't think there's a big... It just feels smoother. That's all I really have to say. And then you've got the back of your cover, which some people have been commenting on this barcode. That's for quality control, which is at the same time that it's odd. I feel like it's not needed there. I don't know. I don't know how that can be super helpful to quality control, but I don't really care at the end of the day. Then you have your perpetual calendar, which matches. So if you like slipped in there, it like blends straight in. It actually does. That's so funny. But I don't really use these. I've got a ton of them and I don't really use them. Maybe I should try. Just do random, like one sentence a day, something like that. that is your colourful planners. That's what they look like. So that's exciting. Love having these. I will be starting this one in July. I usually tend to do my rewinds in the newest planner that's come out. Like my rewinds go from July to June, and then my main planners go from January to December, because I just prefer that when I look back at my year. But my rewinds I use as a way to kind of use the new planners straight away. And I'll use the extra 6 months I have in here for random spreads as well for my channel. Pull off this film. We are almost there. Thank you for bearing with me and my voice. So this is my lovely neutral, which is like my fave. I also do want to mention they are quite a bit heavier than their last year's. So on this cover, everything about this planner means a little bit more to me, because, so like I thought about it a little bit more because I will be using this planner, and I plan to use, unless I find like a better cover or something in my life changes that makes me want a different cover, this will be my planner for 2018. So you've got the pouch, all the same stuff on the inside, so I won't go through that. But this is the cover I got. I will try and find the name. Sorry, I should have got the name for the other one. The other cover is the watercolour splash cover. And I don't think colour option amethyst, okay. And then for this planner I got the custom quote, but like the design and like the spots and stuff, but it's just so you can put a quote on the front of your planner. And then there's no colourway. Oh no, that's the coil. Yeah, there's no colourway for this, I don't think anyway. And I got the quote, be in love with your life every minute of it, because I really like that quote, and obviously this thing is about my life, so I don't know, I just really like that. And then it's so funny though, because I'm like the main quotes I feel like I always pick for my planners are from TV shows, and I'm going to be ordering a black one of these, and I'm probably going to get it I'm going to get it customized, and it's going to say this is your life, and that is actually from One Tree Hill. It is a shortened black monologue, and I took like the main bit of like the this is your life from it, and I just think that's funny. But anyways, so this is your beautiful neutral planner with your painted petals again, this year's design. So I'm just getting my planner here. My cover's getting a bit banged up. I didn't plan to keep this cover forever. I just ordered it on launch day, and now look where we are. So that is that. Then we've got this. Same quotes. You say a year at a glance. That probably looks exactly the same. Let me just quickly have a look. Oh no, they've taken the boxes out from the edges. And I didn't even, until I started watching people's unboxing videos, I didn't even notice the like pixelation on this planner, but it is there. I never really cared, but this planner has cleared that up. And then you've got your boxes, which they've taken the colour out of that pretty much completely. This used to have the watercolour in it, which they've taken that out. They've got a tiny bit around here. It's kind of like, if you look in this planner, let me just go to it, where they've got neutral to colourful, they've got neutral to colour, they've kind of flipped it for the other planner, which is kind of cool. Same thing here. So now looking at your monthly spread, this is quite a bit different. Let's go to July. Quite a bit different. Obviously they've taken more away. You've got a little bit more colour in there now. But this will be interesting. I've designed the kit I want to use in here every month. You guys won't actually see plan with me's in this particular planner. You might see them in, but I'll talk more about that. But it's going to be like kind of like basically a minimalistic planner kit. So it really just comes with labels and icons, no headers, no sidebar. I'm thinking of making the sidebar an optional add-on, people who want it. but I just think it really takes advantage of the neutral layout that they've done, so I like that. But yeah, your kit's still working here like normal. They've just made it more minimalistic for people who don't want kits, which is good. And they've taken off any like design, like it's really cool. I think this wouldn't have worked if they had the painted petals through here, so I'm glad they didn't do that. So then onto your monthly, your weekly, which again looks quite a bit different. They made quite a few changes, which I'm pretty sure you would know already. So they've taken the headers away, and I feel like I might do like a whole video. No, let's just leave that. Let's just not worry about that. But yeah, so they've taken the headers away. Basically, everything just drops down a little bit more. What I'm curious to know though is if the bottom boxes still line up in the same spot. Do you know what I don't get? Is one header there, one header there. If you started at the top with a header and a full box, header and a full box, you would end up further than here. Somehow it works. I don't know, I'll have to have a bit of more of a look at that, but if you're no widespread spread, this will work fine. If you're more of like kind of how I do my rewind spreads, that probably won't work, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to see if I can work out how that works in here, and I probably will do a video when I work out how to. I'll probably just do like a mock plan with me in this, probably in June or July. July obviously, but I mean it could get published in June, whatever. Anyways, that's that. All the way the same through. It's neutral, so there's not much of a big difference between the months. I've looked through the entire thing and I didn't see an issue, so there's that. Something about this paper though makes it seem like off-white. I don't know if you can tell, like compared to this, you can, compared to this, which is another thing. Like I was okay with the last paper. I didn't really care. I put stickers on it, so this will be interesting to see. I'm just flipping through for you guys. This tab's a little bent. And you got to your notes, which are the same. They're not colourful. Your dot grid. Your colouring in pages. Your next year at a glance, which... So that's actually quite different. The notes pages, sorry, I should have mentioned that. Because they still have the colourful header at the top now, which is nice. They don't have that. You can make your own header if you want one. And they had grid paper in this one. And then blank paper, so it is quite a bit different, the notes. But I was trying to get to this. So this pretty much looks exactly the same. They've just taken that box away and fixed the pixelation. And then the same thing again, same stickers, and these ones. So this is all really nice. And this, oh my god, so what stuck out to me about this was like, again, I'm a real stickler for like white or off-white. Look at that, that's a cream. That is not white, this is white. I freaking love this so much. I feel like I haven't heard anybody mention that, but that is white as white can be. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's whiter than my poster board. It is white. I'm so happy about that. Like, you have no idea. And then you have your perpetual. Like, look at this. That was like the colour of the last one. I'm so freaking in love. And also it says chase your wildest dreams, and that's in, oh, that's in rose gold. What was it in this planner? Rose gold. And then you've got your back dashboard again, and you've got your perpetual calendar again. So that is your neutral planner, which I'm so excited to be using this. I probably should mention this, I ordered the 18 month, but like I said, I like going from January to December. That is a year for me. I live in Australia, so there's no such thing as like an academic year here. Our academic year is January to December, so no judgment, but that's just the way it is. Oh, did I show you the notes pages in this planner? So it's similar. This would probably be a bit easier to cover because it's not straight colour. You could put a sticker over the majority of that and it'd be alright. So that is that. Why did I not show you that? I probably feel like it wouldn't have been in July. Oh, I must have just skipped straight to July, so just that. And then, yeah, so we don't, but sorry, I got sidetracked. So I will use this neutral for the first couple of 6 months, just doing random stuff. And then come January of next year, I will just rip it out. Or at some point next year when my planner gets too fat, I will rip out July to December. And I don't really mind because I really pay $5 for the bigger coil. So my planner stays nice and firm all year. And something people are saying is they've made the coil smaller. I can't really... I've uncoiled and recoiled this planner. So the skew is a little bit different, but to me they look about the same, maybe a tiny bit smaller, but that's the 18-month coils. But I get all my planners as 18 months, even though I only use them each as 12 because I prefer the bigger coil. So if she had the option to do 12 months but add a bigger coil, I would do that instead, but she doesn't, so this works for me. So that is that. That is everything. I ordered this initial set of things because I wanted to just do kind of like a I wanted to just do like a look at the new vertical planners, and then I'll be doing like a massive Erin Condren like new accessories haul in a little while. But this is just everything. I'm doing such a bad job at like laying this out right now, but yeah, that's everything I got in this initial first order. But I'll be doing a massive like accessories haul soon. I'll be shipping that straight to me instead of through my US address. That's just easier. But yeah, that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry about my voice. Thank you for sticking with me if you enjoyed. Thank you for sticking with me and my voice. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe to my channel, give us a thumbs up, and leave us a comment in the description. Do all that good stuff. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.